Tuesday, March 20th, 2018. I'd like to call the Fitchburg City Council to order. Please be advised that FATV is conducting audio and video recording for this meeting for public broadcast. I ask anyone in the audience who is recording this meeting to please identify yourself for the record by standing and stating your name and address. Is there anyone who wishes to record? Seeing none, I'd ask Councilor Squalia to please lead us in the salute to the flag.
I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Madam Clerk, would you please conduct the roll?
President Kushmarek.
Present.
Councilor Boschman.
Yay.
Councilor Clark.
Here.
Councilor Di Natale.
Here.
Councilor Donnelly. Here. Councilor Fleming.
Here.
Councilor Green.
Here.
Councilor Caddy.
Here.
Councilor Squalia.
Present.
Councilor Walsh.
Here.
Councilor Zarella.
Here.
Public forum. Anyone wishing to speak on any matter on the agenda may do so for not more than 2 minutes. If you are addressing public hearing petitions, you'll have an opportunity to speak at that time. Please approach the center table and identify yourself by name and address for the record and the item number on the agenda that you're addressing. Good evening, Mr. Jokola.
Good evening, councilors. Robert Jokola, Assistant Superintendent of the School Department. I'm here before you tonight in regards to Order 053-18, in regards to entering into a feasibility study agreement with MSBA. Tonight I come before you seeking your support, but also suspension of the rules, as the MSBA notified us at the beginning of the month that we have 21 days to get this approved by the City Council to allow the mayor to enter into the feasibility study agreement on behalf of the city.
Motion for suspension of the rules?
Second.
I have a motion and second for suspension of the rules on 05318. Ordered that the city of Fitchburg appropriated the amount of $1 million in the order 0518 for the purpose of paying the cost of a feasibility study on the Crocker Elementary School, and the Mass School Building Authority requires the Fitchburg City Council to authorize the city to enter into and be bound by the attached feasibility study agreement. I have a motion and second for suspension. All those in favor? Speaking to the motion, Councilor Squalia.
I'd just like to clarify what the timeline is on the feasibility study, why it requires a suspension of the rules, please.
Well, the MSBA notified us on March 1st that we would need to get the approval within 21 days. So this keeps us in that time frame.
Thank you.
I have a motion and second for suspension. All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous.
Move 5318 be granted. Second.
I have a motion and second to grant 5318. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries.
Okay, thank you all.
Sir. Is there anyone else wishing to speak at this time? Mr. Terigny, good evening.
Good evening, councilors. Happy spring. For the record, my name is A.J. Terigny, Chief of Staff to Mayor Di Natale, and tonight I'm representing our Deputy Commissioner of Wastewater, Jeff Morawski, to speak on agenda item 66-18. In a communication sent to you on March 19th, the Commissioner addressed that the sewer-only sewer use charge table was absent from the ordinance that is on the agenda this evening. The Deputy Commissioner is respectfully requesting to amend the ordinance to include the sewer-only table. For your convenience, I provide you a copy of that and also submitted a copy to the City Clerk.
Motion to amend ordinance 6618.
Counselor, I need a motion to suspend the rules first. Before
Motion to suspend 6618.
I have a motion and second to suspend the rules on 6618. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries.
Move to amend ordinance 6618 to include the attached document.
I have a motion and second to amend 06618 to include the attached document, which will be added as a third table to that ordinance. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries.
Move 6618 be sent to council as a whole as amended.
I have a motion and second to send 06618 to a council as a whole committee meeting as amended. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries. Thank you,
Thank you,
Mr.
councilors.
Terigny. Is there anyone else wishing to speak at a public forum at this time? Seeing none? Oh, good evening, Mr. Fosco.
Thank you. My name's Kenneth Bosco, and I am a downtown resident, property owner, businessman, and I don't know if this is an issue to address at this point, but regarding 034-18, allowing retail establishments. I don't know where these numbers are coming from. I'm hearing, I want this, I want that. How arbitrary and capricious can it be? I mean, I believe we're mandated for 4 retail facilities. Is that correct, Attorney?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So I don't really understand why anything beyond that would be discussed at this juncture, and it makes me wonder why it is even discussed. I haven't heard of any other cities and towns within the Commonwealth that have been trying to exceed the mandated number. It's usually the case of cities trying to limit or prohibit facilities of this nature. So certainly this would not add to the somewhat questionable reputation of the city if the TV stations or the Boston newspapers realize or get a hold of the information that Fitchburg is all in for marijuana retailers. It's just a bad idea and a bad policy, I think, and I don't know why we're in such a rush to create more than what's mandated. So I guess I would strongly recommend that we limit it to 4. Certainly, this can be addressed in the future if it turns out to be a reasonable situation regarding enforcement and revenue. But just to try to license beyond 4 at this juncture is premature, because I don't think anyone knows really what's going to happen, and I don't think it's a problem with coming back for additional units if things are going in the right direction.
Thank you, Mr. Pasco.
Thank you.
Is there anyone else wishing to speak at this time? Seeing none, if there are no objections, I'll now hear an oral report from the Appointments Committee, which met earlier this evening on March 20th at 6:45. There were 5 new appointments before the City Council for Student Police Officers, effective April 2nd, and I'd like to invite Chief Martineau to join us. Good evening, Chief.
Good evening, Mr. President, councilors, Mr. Mayor. This evening, it was my privilege to present to the Appointments Committee 5 new names for consideration as appointments as student police officers for the city of Fitchburg. As I stated earlier, each of these candidates brings a unique talent set to become full-time police officers for the city of Fitchburg. I'm going to ask Brian Witherington, Sarah Wing, Mark Caddy, Hiram Velasquez, and Danielle Lopez to join me here at the table. These are the 5 offices through your vote this evening at the Appointments Committee that we'll be sending to the Massachusetts State Police Academy for training as full-time police officers for the next 6 months. Upon completion, each of these officers will then enter a rigorous field training program for the city of Fitchburg, and hopefully upon completion of that, they will be serving the city of Fitchburg as full-time police officers. As I said during the Appointments Committee, this is a very unique group. What you're seeing in front of you this evening is the future of the City of Fitchburg Police Department and who we are as a unit. As I said earlier tonight, I would be remiss if I didn't mention the men and women of the police department that are present here tonight, some of them off duty here supporting the future of this police department. In fact, even one of our retired officers, Deputy Chief Paul Bozikas, is here tonight supporting these appointments this evening. We're very fortunate to have a group of men and women like this and before this council tonight, and the future is extremely bright for the Fitchburg Police Department. Thank you.
Entertain a motion to accept the appointments.
Motion to accept the new appointments.
I have a motion and second to accept and confirm the new appointments of student police officers effective April 2nd, 2018. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Make your way around. Right,
Before we start the swearing in, rather than.
Shake again. Good luck to you.
Chief, before we do the swearing in, we'll jump to the next and then swear everybody.
Absolutely.
Again.
Thank you. No, just your, Thank you. Okay, good luck to you.
Congratulations again.
Very impressive.
Congratulations again. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Gentlemen, stay up here. Okay.
Good luck to you. We'll see you soon. Thank you, Sarah.
Next on the agenda, we have Permanent Police Sergeant for the City of Fitchburg, Johnny Mackey, and Christopher K. Bellafato. Chief Martineau.
Thank you. Once again, with any exceptional organization like the Fitchburg Police Department, with that comes strong leadership. It's my privilege to present this evening two friends of mine that have worked extremely hard to get to this position in their career, to become sergeants for the Fitchburg Police Department. They have been in an acting role as provisional sergeants for some time now. They were preparing, and they studied, and they took the Massachusetts Civil Service exam in October. I'm proud to say that Sergeant Mackey was the #1 score on the sergeant's exam, followed closely by Sergeant Bellafato. Sergeant Mackey brings 32 years of experience to the Fitchburg Police Department and to this level of supervision. He's worked in every subset of the police department, and he's going to bring a strong leadership role as he guides young officers on their journey to become police officers. Sergeant Bellafato is a veteran of our armed services. He's been employed by the Fitchburg Police Department for the last 6 years. And as I stated, he scored #2 on the exam. So what you have in front of us this evening is our #1 and 2 candidates. And as I said earlier, the civil service exam is a very rigorous exam. Most officers prepare anywhere up to 6 months to prepare for that type of exam. So it gives me great privilege to present both these sergeants as permanent police officers for the city of Fitchburg.
Motion to accept the appointment.
Second.
I have a motion and second to accept the appointments as Permanent Police Sergeant for the City of Fitchburg. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Pleasure working with you.
John,
Come right in.
At this time, we'll now conduct the swearing-in of both our new student police officers as well as our permanent police sergeants for the City of Fitchburg.
Please raise your right hands and repeat after me to take an oath. I do solemnly promise and swear. I do solemnly promise and swear. That I will faithfully and impartially. That I will faithfully and impartially. And to the best of my knowledge and ability. To the best of my knowledge and ability. Perform and discharge all the duties. Perform and discharge all the duties. Incumbent upon me. Incumbent upon me. As student police officers. As student police officers. For the city of Fitchburg. For the city of Fitchburg. So help me God. So help me God. Congratulations.
Well, the families, you'll have an opportunity before we resume the meeting to take as many photos as you want.
Please raise your right hand. Repeat after me. I do solemnly promise and swear.
I do solemnly promise and swear
That I will faithfully and impartially.
that I will faithfully and impartially,
And to the best of my knowledge and ability.
and to the best of my knowledge and ability,
Perform and discharge all the duties.
perform and discharge all the duties
Incumbent upon me.
incumbent upon me
As permanent police sergeant.
as permanent police sergeant
For the city of Fitchburg.
for the city of Fitchburg.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Any candidates want to take some pictures with their family?
I wasn't going to say anything because he'd yell at me.
This is your opportunity, really.
Your opportunity. You want to take a picture with your
Take a
family?
picture with Dada, please. Here.
Jump in the hole.
Oh, yeah. Chris, you're gonna have to work some overtime. Oh, no.
All right, can you do one with me?
Yep, go right ahead.
There you go.
Well done, girls. Very well done.
Is that it? You're still police officers showing up?
Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
All right.
Hello, Christine. How are you? Nice.
Number we up to?
I don't know what the
It'll be in
final
the
number
budget,
is, because
but-
they've been going,
Yeah.
you know, they've been retiring and then coming on, but 5 at one time is nice.
Well, I remember when Clinton got into office.
Yeah, that was.
That was a huge
That was
boost.
crazy, yeah.
And I mean, and it worked.
I can't, is it? Letters, committee, report from the committee on record. Council Green, whenever you're ready.
I'm ready, yes.
Anger.
Being
Whipped it out.
paged.
Wow, I hardly ever get spoken to.
No, I don't need to. I'm not on the.
Don't make me do it again.
Yeah.
I will turn this bus around. Councilors, everyone all set?
Yep.
All right, we'll now resume with the agenda. If there are no objections, we'll now hear a report from the Committee on Records. Councilor Donnelly.
Thank you, Mr. President. We have reviewed the records and they appear to be in order.
Motion to accept the Committee on Records report.
Second.
I have a motion and second to accept the report from the Committee on Records. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous, motion carries. We have numerous communications from His Honor the Mayor this evening, with 3 letters of reappointment. The first for Mr. George Lionheart as a member of the Fitchburg Redevelopment Authority Board of Directors for a term to expire July 1st, 2021. The second for Mr. David Broussard as a member of the Board of Commissioners of Trust Funds for a term to expire on January 1st, 2021. And the third for Mr. John Antilla as a member of the Fitchburg Council on Aging for a term to expire March 1st, 2021. We have 2 letters of appointment. The first for Ms. Nancy Fours as a member of Fitchburg Council on Aging for a term to expire March 1st, 2021. And that second letter will be giving leave to withdraw as the applicant's wishes. The letter has been rescinded. We have no other communications this evening. We have an annual report, 05218 annual report, Fitchburg Redevelopment Authority for the years 2016 and 2017.
Move that it be placed on file with the city clerk.
Second.
I have a motion and second that 05218 be placed on file at the city clerk's office. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It's unanimous, motion carries. Council as a whole committee meeting of March 12th, 2018. The following orders. Ordinances. I have a motion and second to send 03218 to its first reading. Speaking on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous, motion carries. 03318, an ordinance amending Chapter 56 of the City Code entitled Alcoholic Beverages shall be amended by changing the title to Alcoholic Beverages and Marijuana as outlined in the enclosed ordinance, and that was adopted 9-1.
3318 be sent to its first reading. Second.
I have a motion and second to send 03318 to its first reading. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. I apologize. One in opposition. The motion carries. 03418, an ordinance amending Chapter 56 of the City Code by adding a new Section 56-3, marijuana retailers as outlined in the enclosed ordinance be amended to allow 40%
Move 03418 go to its first reading.
Second.
I have a motion and second to send 03418 to its first reading as amended. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? One in opposition. Motion carries. 03518, an ordinance amending Chapter 56 of the City Code be by adding a section 56-4, social marijuana consumption as outlined in the enclosed ordinance, be adopted by vote of none.
First reading?
I have a motion and do I have a second to send 03518 to its first reading? Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? One in opposition. Motion carries. 03618, an ordinance amending Section 132-63 of the City Code by inserting the following paragraph defining the term marijuana after the definition of the word drug in the existing ordinance as outlined in the enclosed ordinance.
Move to be sent to its first reading?
I have a motion and second to send 03618 to its first reading. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? One in opposition. Motion carries.
Move 3718 be sent to its first reading.
Second.
I have a motion and second to send 03718 to its first reading. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries. Finance Committee oral report. Counsel Di Natale.
Thank you. Finance met last Thursday, March 15th, took up 4318. City of Fitchburg hereby approves the expenditure of funds from the Massachusetts Executive Office of Public Safety and Security grant in the approximate amount of $55,000 for the purpose of said grant, which is to support the domestic violence advocate position within the police department. That was unanimous. And we lastly had a communication from the mayor concerning the Community Development Block Grant Program for year 44, and that was passed as proposed.
Motion to approve the Finance Committee report.
Second.
I have a motion and second to approve the Finance Committee report. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries. Orders, Finance.
5418 up to and including 5918 be sent to Finance.
Second.
I have a motion and second to send 05418 up to and including 05918 to the Finance Committee. Speaking on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Unanimous. Motion carries. Orders, Other. 06018, ordered that the mayor is authorized to execute a deed of conveyance of the 133 Mechanic Street parcel to abutters Hugh and Karen Leahy as outlined in the enclosed order, reference petitions 78, 2017. And 06118, ordered that the mayor is authorized to execute a deed of conveyance of the 48 Hartwell Street parcel to the abutters Michael and Denise Tully as outlined in the enclosed order, reference petition 78, 2017.
Motion to
Motion
accept
to-
the orders?
Step, they've already been to the side yard sales
So,
committee.
Councilors, these have already been through the Side Yard Sales Committee and the City Property Committee as well?
No, it hasn't been to the property yet.
No.
Okay.
But they have been vetted through side yard sales, so.
And there's a petition reference number, is that?
It's a petition reference number.
The petition went in.
So the petition numbers went through the City Property Committee and it was vetted through the Side Yard Sales Program.
Move 6018 and 6118 be granted.
I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
A motion and second to approve 060 and 06118. Speaking to the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries.
Move
Thank-
5118 be sent to its third and final reading, enrolled, ordained, and advertised.
Second.
I have a motion and second to send 05118 to its third and final reading, enrolled, ordained, and advertised. Speaking on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries. 060.
Move 6218 be sent to its first reading.
Second.
I have a motion and second to send 06218 to its first reading. Speaking on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous.
Move 6318 through 6518 be sent to their first readings.
Second.
I have a motion and second to send 06318 up to and including 06518 to their first readings. Speaking on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries.
Move 6718 through 6718 through 7218 be sent to their respective committees, and 7318 and 7418 be sent to their public hearings on April 3rd, 2018.
Excluding 6818, Counselor?
Excluding 6818.
There are two that are numbered the same.
Yeah, there was amended, there's a numbering issue.
Which one?
The two that need to go to the public hearing are actually 74 and 75. There was a number
Okay.
of mix-up.
So 74 and 75,
We
18,
hold
to
out-
go
give me a
to
second.
public
Can we
hearings
hold
on
out
April 3rd,
6818?
2018.
Hold
Yeah.
out 6818?
Yes. Yep. So I have a motion and second, just to repeat.
Send all items to committee.
Send all items to committee and their respective public hearings for 74 and 7518, excluding 6818. Speaking on the motion?
And is that, and could we withhold also the second 6718?
It's really 68.
Which is really 68.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Speaking on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. 6818 is before you. Counselor Walsh?
I would move that 6818 give leave to withdraw. Or I'll just make a motion to withdraw it.
Second.
Second.
I have a motion and second to give leave to withdraw to 06818. Speaking on the motion.
Could you read
Counsel-
that?
Absolutely.
So we're clear on which one it
Yep.
is?
06818, Counselor Elizabeth Walsh, to grant a special permit to James Lilly, 31 St. Martin Street, to allow 13-year-old Nathan Lilly to raise 6 to 8 chicks for a 4-H challenge project. Nathan Lilly has been involved in the 4-H for 8 years, and that was a recommendation that it be sent to the Board of Health. I have a motion. Do I have a second to?
Second.
Motion and second to give leave to withdraw on 6818. Speaking on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries.
Mr. President,
Counselor Caddy.
what I have on my page is 6818, Council Amy Dreen and Patricia Pistone, mock to install 2 handicap parking spaces at the entrance of Hosmer School.
There's a numbers
So,
issue.
Counselor Caddy, there was a numbering issue, so that is, so they're all off by,
So what I would like to do is send this petition to the chief's office. He has the ability to grant handicap parking without having it to go to committee.
I'm fine with that. It's true.
Second.
I have a motion and second to amend the previous recommendation for 06918. Counselor Amy Green and Tricia Pistone mock to install 2 handicap spaces at the entrance of the Hosmer School and send refer to the Chief of Police. Speaking on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? It is unanimous. Motion carries.
Move six, oh, yep.
I'd entertain a motion to adjourn at this point.
Mr. President, I'd like to speak.
Counselor Di Natale?
Just one announcement requested to me, that a reminder that the Disability Commission's Resource Fair is on Wednesday, March 28th, from 4 to 7 p.m. at Montezut Regional Vocational Technical School.
And Counselor Caddy?
So, about 15 years ago, I think the first year I was on this council, one of the councilors was being abrasive to another councilor. And at the end of the meeting, that person came up to me, the person that was being assaulted came up to me and told me that they were disappointed in me. And I said, I didn't say anything. And they said, exactly right, you didn't say anything. You didn't say anything to protect me. That night I got home, my wife was waiting for me at the door. When I walked in, she said, I'm disgusted with you. Same thing. I'm noticing in this council that we're not getting respect, and some of us are disrespecting others. I promised myself from that day, if I ever saw that happen, I would jump in. And I'm telling everybody right now, it's got to stop. In a meeting 2 weeks ago, someone in the audience yelled something out, very disrespectful to this council. It has to end. It has to stop. I've sat on some very good councils and some not-so-good councils. The way we're going to get something done in this city is if we respect each other and work together. So this has got to stop. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor Caddy.
Thank you, Joe. That was very
Counselor Green with an announcement.
I would just like to make the residents aware that there is a one-day trash delay because of the impending storm tomorrow.
Thank you, Counselor Green. I have do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and second to adjourn. Speaking on the motion, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? We are adjourned. Thank you, Counselors.